We have risen from the ashes to school the masses. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another edition of the Scholars of Wrestling show. I am your man behind the microphone, Scholar Jeff. Joining us this week, as always, he is the OG Undisputed Scholar himself. He is Scholar Tarek. Scholar Tarek, how's life treating you, sir?
Life is just throwing so many things at me. I'm trying my best to just grapple it all at once and take one thing at a time, folks. Don't do it all at once. It's exhausting.
Lesson well learned. Also joining us this week is the latest of the scholars, but certainly not the least. He is Scholar Pete. Scholar Pete, how's my tag team partner doing tonight?
JP Connection is doing fantastic, Scholar fans. Don't you worry, because you know what is strong is the unity with a tag team such as ours. But the problem here, of course, my tag team partner, Scholar Jeff, and what a beautiful introduction, by the way, for all of us. I mean, absolutely fantastic. It seems to be that our champion is not here again. But that's not the problem. He gets a perfect card. Let me tell you something. There's a conspiracy. There's a conspiracy here, folks, and I need you to believe in the J and P connection and make my boy the future Scholars of Wrestling champion. Because when he becomes champion, the first thing he will do is give me a title shot and watch as two epic gladiators go. Scholar Jeff, tell the people, tell them what they want to hear.
I will indeed tell the people what they want to hear. And that is that I guarantee that I will become Scholars of Wrestling World Heavyweight Champion once again.
Listen, look at that charisma, folks. I mean, drop a like down below if you want to see this man with a championship around his waist again.
Like and subscribe, kids. Like and subscribe.
JP Connection here to stay. Scholar Brian. Oh, sorry, he's not here. I forgot.
Yeah, Scholar Brian is on assignment. These things happen in the world of the Scholars of Wrestling show. But be that as it may, because it is the Scholars of Wrestling show, we've got another major show to preview, to discuss, to predict. We are looking at WWE Crown Jewel 2024 right in the face. And you know what? The time has come for us to predict it all. Gentlemen, are you ready?
Sure.
I'm so
The
happy that we get this.
enthusiasm is dripping out of every pore, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, from what I'm just listening, it's like the over the top, over exaggerated emphasis is just perfectly fine for you two idiots. Because my God, if I hear any more of this, I may want just go ahead and just turn off this computer because God damn, this is just, yeah, Brian got a perfect card. I got two perfect cards with Bash in Berlin and Hell in a Cell, but you know, you guys, it's like you guys are the ones on top, and I'm just going, you guys have done very little to show your dominance. But Jesus Christ. It's like it's just adorable your enthusiasm. It's just so cute. You're just like you're like my kids. You're just like you just have your enthusiasm be like, hey guy, hey, look, we did great, didn't we? We did great. Oh yes, you did. You guys did such a great job. I'm gonna take your accomplishments and hang it on the refrigerator so everyone can see what a great job you did while Brian and I just continue showing the plaques of real accomplishment.
Hey, a gold star is a gold star. Just saying. Just saying. But
Okay.
anyway, the road to the top continues, and it's going through WWE Crown Jewel 2024. Kicking off with the first match on the card, we've got Roman Reigns and the Usos against the Bloodline, 6-man tag.
Oh,
Now, Yes, Pete, did you have something to add?
I cannot wait to talk about this match, ladies and gentlemen. I cannot wait to talk about this match.
Well, I'll tell you what, since our reigning champ is not currently with us right now, the top of the order is going to go to the most senior scholar, and that is Scholar Tarek, who's getting the first pick. Who do you have between Roman Reigns and the Usos and the current bloodline?
This one's it's a difficult choice, really, when you actually have to look at the full details. The one thing that's really like catching my in I can't even say interest, just catching my views when it comes to this storyline is just how fast paced this story is really going. I mean, they referenced it on this episode of SmackDown where you have Jey Uso come out and just talk about all the physical abuse, the emotional abuse, the mental abuse that Roman has put him through over the years, as I said, years, and all of a sudden it's just you just need to say yeet and it's kind of all done. I'm not a fan of that kind of storytelling. I actually want to see the development in this storyline. To see the actual progression of okay, Roman is apparently a new person now, even though he wants to be the tribal chief. But what Jay wants is just to be looked at as an equal, and I feel like there's just more to it than just having a yeet to basically make up all the story that was built ever since Roman came back uh from uh when he took the world title from the Fiend, or was it Braun Strowman who was champion at the time? It doesn't matter. Uh it was the Fiend. He was the world champion. It was him and Braun feuding when Roman came back. Uh and but then you also have to look at okay, the whole story is getting these guys back together, which side note is like, okay, I hope this isn't just another build for it's like, oh, just to have the bloodline be this every champion again, because that was I was reaching that point where I'm like, okay, now I'm getting really tired of this and I'm slowly starting to get there again. Because most likely this is going to be the main event of the show. Even I think there's even reports saying that this will main event the show, even though you have you two top world champions fighting for the Saudi Arabia championship, even though you're not winning a championship, you're winning a ring, which that in on itself is just hilariously sad to think about. All right, let's make this really, really big, expensive belt, but you don't actually win the damn thing. You just win a Super Bowl ring. Cool. Uh, I guess it's I guess just my little rant here is just showing the enthusiasm I have for this particular event. Uh, both ex both intrigued, but also just like, eh. But when it comes to the six-man tag, I again, it's a hard one because they're like the whole story is getting these three guys back together, but you also have to have your opposing force look strong. And when you really think about it, they haven't had really a good, solid win in this storyline. The only person that's actually looked strong in any of the Bloodline 2.0 is Jacob Fatu. And Solo hasn't been really presented himself as like the actual leader of the new bloodline or the new tribal chief or whatnot. Uh, I feel like they need to have the momentum going into Survivor Series when you're preparing for the upcoming War Games. Ooh, excuse me. Uh, but the thing is, Brian and I have always said this when it comes to these Saudi Arabia shows, and we just look at them as glorified house shows. And if most likely this is going to be the main event, if you want to have the crowd or particularly the Crown Prince home go home happy. I guess you got to have the top baby faces win. So I'm gonna go with the OG Bloodline to win, but I'm not particularly confident in that because I don't want to be confident in that because I just don't want this Roman Reigns to basically recapture his Super Mario star, even though it looks like he's already claiming it with already beating Jacob Fatu and Solo when he tagged with Cody. But I want to be wrong on this one, but I just don't feel like, especially if Jacob Fatu is not in this match, because with his criminal record, I don't think he'll be able for for the show. So they're just facing Tamatonga and Tungaloa. So if they're facing those three, then yeah, I'm gonna go with the OG Bloodline and
Roman and the Usos.
Roman Usos. Yeah.
Roman Usos. I'll tell you what, after looking at the rest of the card, I'm in agreement in the sense where I think this is most likely going to be the toughest one to call. This could go either way in my mind. And you know what? I don't know if this is going to be the main event, but either way, again, this needs to continue. I feel like there's definitely way more here. And you're absolutely right when you say that it struck me as being a little quick too, where I remember distinctly having this moment where I turn around and all of a sudden, like, oh, the Usos are back now. Oh, hey, Roman is eating with everybody. Everything's great now. It's okay. That was fast compared to where we were. That you bring up a very good point here, and I think it is a little quick. At least that's how it feels to me. I feel like something is afoot here. I feel like there's more things to come with this, and especially after that past victory from Cody and Roman, I feel like there's more story here, and I feel like as much as this can go either way, you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna go with the new bloodline. I think they need a win here. I feel like, especially if the new bloodline wins, and then there's an appearance from The Rock. If this match does go on last, The Rock will send everybody in Saudi Arabia home happy. I think that would be enough. But either way, let's go with the interesting pick. Let's go with a pick that is just as much as anything. I'm going to go with the new bloodline to win. With that, we got a tied room here, sir. Pete, break the tie. Which way you going?
Thank you to my tag team partner for that beautiful introduction. Let's talk about storytelling here, ladies and gentlemen. This is where we're at with this match is how are you going to send the fans home happy? Is Roman going to get his win? Or are we going to have The Rock return? Or are we going to see maybe Paul Heyman? My prediction, gentlemen, is the following. As crazy as it may sound, you need to start the fans being home happy. And I think you got to put together Heyman back with Reigns and give the people what they want to see. I think this might go on last, like we've been alluding to. I think Heyman will be um, the special appearance, sealing the Bloodline OG to win the match. But I think that the next week on SmackDown or what have you, when they go to celebrate, Rock's music hits, and then we're going to be getting the Survivor Series of Team, Rock versus Team Roman at Survivor Series, where Jacob Fatu can actually be able to perform if he's not able to go over, you know what I'm saying? And have that match that everybody wanted to see at Survivor Series, which is a staple of the WWE product for years. So you go with the Roman Reigns and have the fans go happy. Now you get Paul Heyman, the reunion, so beautiful. And then you start hey, Rock's going to start coming in for the Survivor Series feud. He'll go away for a little bit and come back at Rumble. Boom.
You're
But
going
no,
Roman Usos for tonight.
but Roman Yeah, Roman Uso is 100% for that night. I think, like what you boys were echoing. But kudos to your boldness, sir. That's what new champions look like, taking bold new turns. So I like your pick. Either way, HP Connection's got to win on this match.
You just call it HP connection. What am is
What?
Cellular
what am
printer.
I am I a personal computer here?
I was going printer, but computer works as well.
Am I here to print out your documents for you? Am I here to run Windows for your
No, so you're the
amusement?
heavyweight champion. You're going to be the future heavyweight champion in the Scholars of Wrestling.
Am I a moderately priced laptop computer for your students going off to college? Am I the dude you're getting a Dell guy without all the drugs? Is that what I'm doing? I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Next match, we're moving on. We've got a fatal four-way for
Some
the
tag
women's
team.
tag team championship. We've got the teams of Jade Cargill, Damage Control, Metaphor, and Chelsea Green and Piper Niven. And man, I wish I was not the first pick on this one, but my gut is telling me that there's going to be a title change here tonight. Something is going to happen. But damn it, right now I'm too much of a coward. I'm going to go with Jade and Bianca to retain. Pete, what do you think?
Well, let me tell you something. The JP connection always has the fans. And as us having the fans, I'm going to take that chance, Scholar Jeff. I'm going to take that chance, tag team partner. You won't, but I will. And I hope that you'll join me when I say that Zayn and Sky will be the new tag team champions.
What the hell are you talking about?
Kyrie
For
Sane and
the
Io Sky.
Io Sky.
Oh, you said
And
Zayn. I'm like,
Zayn and Sky.
Sane.
Kyrie Zayn and
Sane. It's S, not a Z.
oh, my apologies.
Okay. Either now I'm with you. Now I thought we were being like silly skit man John over there and being
No, no,
like, oh
no.
yeah,
That's what
I'm gonna pull some random names out of my butthole and make pretend I know what I'm talking about. Like, no, okay. I stand
my
corrected. You are
apologies.
making sense. With that,
That is my prediction.
Tarek, take it away. Which way are you going on this one?
I think the reason this match is a multi-team match is just so, once again, Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill don't get pinned. I also feel like they're setting up a title change, and I'm also gonna go with Io Sky and Kairi Sane to win because I'm just getting the vibe from them that they're setting this team up for a title feud later in line for them. I feel, or at least a title win for them, a big title win for them. I haven't. This looks like it's already the start of Jade and Bianca slowly showing their cracks in their apparently perfect chainmail, but who knows? But I'm also gonna go Kairi Sane and Io Sky.
The smartest thing you said all day, Scholar Tark. I'm proud that you're on the smart side over on this match.
It's probably a good thing I didn't go for a title change because honestly, there was a part of me that just was going to pick Metaphor. Honestly, like, I don't ask
You
me
say that
why.
now, and that actually might happen. You're like talking about it as a joke.
Don't
You're willing into existence,
I
Scholar Jeff.
want? Yeah, I'm like originally I wanted to pick Metaphor for this, but I'm like, no, there's no way that's going to happen. But now I'm like, what if
Maybe?
maybe? But no, I already
No,
I
no. It's
already
gonna be
said Jade Bianca.
Chelsea Green and Piper Niven. Chelsea Green.
Oh, we're never gonna see her that one again, unfortunately. But hey, we're mourning our losses, but we got to move on. Next match we've got for the U.S. Championship. We've
Yeah.
got you got to wait for it here, sir. You gotta wait for it. We've got the reigning champion, L.A. Knight,
Yeah.
Yeah.
better, defending against Andrade and Carmelo Hayes. Pete, it's your pick up first. What do you got?
You know who I got. Everybody in the building, all the fans of the Scholars of Wrestling know where I'm going. And you
Carmelo Hayes.
best believe you spell his name L.A. Knight. Yeah.
Yeah, that's much better. Tarek, say it. Who's going?
I'm also going to go with LA Knight to
Yeah.
successfully retain. Yeah.
That's my
Uh,
tag team partner, ladies and gentlemen. That's my tag team partner.
you gotta tone it back, man. You gotta
You
tone it
went
back.
a little Southern rock there for a moment there. Maybe want to get some chicken and biscuits at the Cracker Barrel.
Cracker Barrel. I heard about those. They don't have any in Las Vegas. I can hardly wait. Always
Seriously,
get.
Cracker Barrel is the jam. But anyway, that's a digression. Moving on. Tarek, who do you got?
I'm also gonna go with LA Knight. Yeah, to successfully retain. If they're gonna give the title to either Carmelo Hayes or Andrade, I see it in a one-on-one match. I don't see it in this one. I feel like Carmelo Hayes and Andrade cancel each other out, so LA Knight can successfully retain.
Yeah, this one is another easy one for me. I am also going to go with LA Knight. Yeah.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah. It honestly, I'm just going to say this, and no, this is no disrespect to Carmelo, but I feel like they I've been a little underwhelmed with Carmelo lately. Like they're looking for they know they want to do something with him, but I feel like they don't really know what just yet. So I have him in this holding pattern. Is anyone else getting that vibe, or is it just me?
in my case, I think that is just you. I actually think he's doing very well in this mid card, going for the United States Championship and having this ongoing feud with Andrade. I actually think it's good exposure for the main roster audience who didn't watch NXT and see his time with when he was the champion there, and his feud and his ending feud of that time down there with Trick Williams. But yeah, I actually think he's doing very well for himself. I act if he's slowly building into a nice mid card heel that will eventually hold that United States Championship and become one of the big names of the brand when he becomes a main eventer of that brand, Raw, SmackDown, whatever.
All right. Well, next match on the card, we've got Randy Orton versus Kevin Owens in a good old fashioned grudge match. Tarek, the first next pickup goes to you. Who do you got between Randy Orton and Kevin Owens?
I feel like Kevin Owens has to win this one. They're setting him up for a world title match against Cody Rhodes, and a win under his belt would be the perfect thing for him. It's to keep that momentum going, especially with this brand new character change. And they did a very good job with the promo between Triple H and Randy Orton, just emphasizing, yeah, when Kevin Owens is the prize fighter, he is a very dangerous individual that would put someone like if he was facing Randy Orton in his prime, that would just be like two twisted minds ready to tear each other apart. But now we have a more older, mature someone like who had just had recent surgery on his back, Randy Orton. Yeah, that's something that's Kevin Owens is going to feed on, and I think it's going to do a great wonder for him, and I think Kevin Owens will successfully win, and it'll lead to a world title match, whether it be on the new Saturday night main event, which apparently a rumor is going around that they're setting a triple threat match between Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton, and KO for that one, or a one-on-one match at Survivor Series.
Uh, what you're saying is making way too much sense to me right now. Originally, I
I'm
thought there
good
was
at
a
that.
chance it could go either way. Hey, credit where it's due. So, yeah,
Hey man, a few months ago I predicted the Hurt Business going to AEW. Granted, it was under different conditions when Collision, with them being the face of Collision. But hey, I predicted their Hurt Business would be in AEW. People on the even my tag team partner didn't agree with me on that one, but yeah. Well, look at where we got. We got Bobby Lashley debuting on Dynamite, and it was one of the big things that came out of that show. So yes, I know what I'm talking about.
Uh, yeah, I can't disagree with you here. Kevin Owens, I'm gonna go with Kevin Owens. Yeah, it just adds up too much in my mind. But then again, we do not have a consensus on this. We do not have a consensus on this pick. I'm not even, and that's even before Pete even casts his decision.
Oh, Brian chose Orton.
Someone did.
Oh,
Pete,
Charles in charge.
I just said someone did.
Hey, you
Pete,
didn't.
which way are you going?
Tag team partner scholar Jeff. I saw the pain in your eyes when you had to agree with Scholar Tarek. And it pains me also to agree with you and Scholar Tarek. We have an accord. Kevin Owens. How do you not win this match, Kevin Owens? I mean, it's the perfect situation, Scholar Tarek. I echo everything you said. This is going to be a hey, I'm for real this time, and you're beating one of the best to ever do it in the ring. And Randy Orton, great character, great match. This is going to be a fantastic match to watch between just two great veterans. And you're going to see Kevin Owens where it's like, hey, I'm coming for the world title. Perfect for the Cody Rhodes match for him, and just enjoy another classic from those two. So Kevin Owens for a great match. I think possibly match of the night, in my opinion. I could see if both men want to put on a show, I could see these men having the match of the night.
Now that I'm thinking about it, if picking Randy Orton is such a Charlie thing to do.
Hey, hey, he is a very loyal man. I gotta give him points for that.
It's such a Charlie thing to do.
I would like to meet Scholar Charlie at some point in my
If he
travels
ever decides to come back, wherever the hell he is.
When his laptop comes back from Narnia.
from parts
That's
unknown.
that is a
Scholars.
that is a issue for the future scholars to handle. But right here in the here and now, we got to deal with the next match on the card, and that is Seth Rollins versus Bronson Reed. And I'm just gonna go pure on gut instinct and heart right now. I want the big Australian kaiju to crush Seth freaking Rollins. I'm going with Bronson Reed. It's not if, but when he will flatten Seth Rollins with as many dives and splashes, whatever he calls it, tsunamis. I don't care. I like big kaiju mans. I'm going to go with Bronson Reed. Pete, which way are you going?
We are a unified front as a tag team, and I am also going with Reed. Listen, we here at JP Connection know what's up, and we know that Reed's winning here. It's going to be just why. My point to you, ladies and gentlemen, is why does Seth Rollins need this win? He doesn't. And what a way to make Reed look just so much better and a big contender. Because you know that down the line, Seth and Punk are going to meet. So this is do you're at the point where I don't want to compare him, but like in he's a Jericho right now, giving back to the younger talent who deserves, and that's why I also think Reed will win this match. Scholar Tarek, your thoughts?
I want Big Bronson Reed to win too. Honestly, Bronson Reed has been my breakout star of the year.
I won't disagree with you. I
Mm-hmm.
won't. I
He,
really like what he's done with his second run.
whatever, like what they're doing with him right now, just being like you put it, fool, a big kaiju monster. Oh my God, yes, please. I'm he has been one of the best things, top three best things that's been going on Raw. Hell, I'll even go a step further. I think he's in the top two. best things going. He's one of the reasons I keep watching Raw, just to be like, what is this big behemoth of a man gonna do next? And whatever it is, I'm probably gonna lose my shit. It's not every day. It's not every day you see a wrestler yeet someone from the audience to another big kaiju monster in Braun Strowman, and him just destroying backstage sets, and just he doesn't even have like real matches anymore. He just beats the shit out of everyone in his path, and I'm just loving every second of it. It makes me feel like a kid again. I'm loving every second of it. I want him to win. I want him to just keep showing dominance. Like you said, Pete, what does Seth gain to win on this? I don't know, payback for Bronson Reed killing him a few months ago, but I don't care. I don't give a shit what Seth Rollins needs out of this. I want Bronson Reed to gain something out of this because he's the literally. You think KO and Orton might be matching tonight? I think this will be match of the night just because it's going to be off the walls insane. But yes, big Bronson Reed.
Respect, Scholar Tarek. Respect.
That's the beauty of something like wrestling, where you can get like 5-star matches and technical high flying masterpieces, but eventually you just want to just like you just want to see like two meat walls just like crash into each other, a big meat explosion. Wrestling is fun like that.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, moving on to the next match on the card is the first of two Crown Jewel Championship matches. We've got Liv Morgan going up against Nia Jax, champion versus champion. Pete, it's your first pick up next. What do you got?
Let me see. When I look at this match, I look at that Nia has only beat Liv Morgan once. But it's also apparent that Liv have just signed a 5-year contract. They love her. What she's doing is working. The new Judgment Day is fantastic. I see craziness from them. I see Morgan retaining. I see her just being the ultimate. Make her just fucking epitomize and everybody to hate. Because when fucking Mommy comes back and Rhea Ripley comes back at the Rumble and they can start that where you know where it's headed. Make Liv just look nasty. And how to do it, use your Judgment Day to screw over Nia Jax and have her just fell short of Liv Morgan.
All right, Tarek, you've got your next pick up. Which way you going?
What I think is going to happen is that Tiffany Stratton's going to cash in her money in the bank and actually make this a triple threat, one for an actual title and also for the ring, and she'll get the victory. No,
I
that'll
was
be
thinking, man, I was like, would they do a
It's
cash
not
in? But there's no way.
impossible.
it's
It's
not
not
impossible,
impossible.
but I think they'll pull some. I mean, I didn't watch SmackDown because I was out working, but I heard that Tiffany Stratton says she's going to cash in on one of them. So I see her basically like, all right, let's make this a triple threat match. I win a belt and a ring. But if they don't do that, if they are gonna just stick with the one-on-one, yeah, I'm also gonna go with Liv Morgan to win this. Uh, they made Nia look strong on this episode of SmackDown with her literally sitting on Liv Morgan. So I'm it's that whole old school frame of mind booking. If you look strong on the go home show, most likely you're not gonna come out victorious on the actual event itself. So once again, Jersey represent. Liv Morgan wins.
I am going to second that. I'm also going to go with Liv Morgan.
My tag
I
team
thought you were
partner,
gonna go.
brilliant.
I thought you were gonna go. I'm gonna second that. I'm also gonna pick Tiffany Stratton to win.
You know what? I I would be shocked if we don't get a cash in tonight. It's just more of a question of like when, really. I
Or they'll just do the twist. She does cash in, and Liv Morgan just pins Tiffany Stratton without uh, getting Nia Jax pinned.
and that's what's kind of cool about this match in particular. Like you can see
Oh, that
so
would be
many
cool.
different
To quote Carlito, that won't be cool.
not I didn't
That's
say
just a
the
waste of a cash
result.
in.
I'm taught
That would just be a
I
waste
and
of a
I agree
cash in.
with you, but that's
Hmm.
not what makes it cool. What makes it cool is there's a bunch of different, it's the unpredictability aspect of it. They could do that. It would suck, but they could do it. They could also do, okay, she cashes in beforehand, during the match, and it turns into a triple threat. She cashes it in after the match on Nia Jax. She cashes it in after the match on Liv Morgan. It's that wild card is going to be what's ends up deciding this. But in the meantime, yeah, I'm going to go with Liv. I if all things being equal, I don't see her losing this just yet. Nia Jax, again, it's not unthinkable, but right now, I think like this is the most likely pick. I'm gonna also go with Liv Morgan to win.
JP connection for the win.
But with that,
Motherfucker,
now
we all three have the same predictions.
it's okay. Let him live his dream. Let him live. Let him live his truth.
Listen, Scott Targ, I'm very curious to see your prediction. Starting us off next prediction. Who you going to go with? I wonder who. I wonder who, Scholar Targ. Who are you going to pick here?
To make it official, yes, this is our final match for predicting on the evening. And we've got Cody Rhodes going up against Gunther for the men's Crown Jewel Championship, champion versus champion. Tarek, the floor is yours. Do we
Is
even
this
need
a
to say anything?
is this a follow my heart thing, or trying to think, are they just gonna just give it to Cody just because he is the face of the company? No, I'm gonna follow my heart. I'm gonna go with Gunther. I know I'm wrong. I know they're gonna give it to Cody, but I can't go against the ring general on this one. Hell, they could have Kevin Owens interference preventing him be like, okay, you're getting all this like I'm going to take this away from you so you can have so you can want a match with me. So, but I can't choose. I can't for the life of me. I'm trying to think. My head is telling me Cody Rhodes, but my heart is telling me Gunther, and I guess I can't doubt that I can get it out. They've been having this whole story with Cody Rhodes and Gunther dating back to their first encounter of the Royal Rumble. And it just seems that I actually I actually think uh Cody, like I feel like Gunther would actually get hurt more. Yes, it's the face of the company. It's Cody Rhodes, of course not. But I just feel like because everyone shits on the World Heavyweight Championship as being the secondary championship, and that's how this whole story, that's the whole story being built around this feud as just who's the secondary champion. I feel like just in general, the World Heavyweight Champion needs the win more than the undisputed WWE Championship, or at least the undisputed WWE Champion in this case. And yeah, I feel like just Cody gains, yeah, he gets a ring, but he's beaten Brock Lesnar, he's beaten Roman Reigns, he's already has that big name career. Yet you have someone like Gunther who there's a part of the wrestling community who just talks mad shit about him, just don't that doesn't see the actual greatness that Gunther actually provides. And yes, it'll I'm thinking it may be an outside interference, so it may negate like that's like, oh, he needs like that, needs that win. But I just feel like for like accomplishments like that, I actually think Gunther would benefit from it more. I could see him basically having that ring and having it pull like a MJF. Uh, what's the name of the ring that he carries? You know me, I'm terrible with
The
names.
Dynamite Diamond Ring.
The Dynamite Diamond Rag. I see him holding around have something like that. I just feel like stuff like that benefits the heels more so than the faces. And so with that, I'm gonna again go with my heart. I know I'm wrong. I know I'm wrong, but I don't give a shit. I don't care anymore. I'm going with the ring general. I go with my ring general. I go with my world heavyweight champion. I go with my king, my ring king. I'm going with Gunther, my intercontinental champion.
You're talking about
Okay.
me mushing on my tag team partner. Psh.
Well, see,
Because that's because you do. I'm
here's
not.
the thing, kids.
I don't hide how much I love Gunther.
Well, see, gentlemen, here's the rub here. There's a big catch that has not
Don't you get
really
enough
been
rub from Pete?
addressed. No, I never get enough rub from Pete. Shut up. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking about my tag team partner. That's
That enjoys rubbing you too much.
yeah, too much being the operative part of that sentence. But in all seriousness, you say
See,
you're,
Pete,
you're
even your partner's sick of your rubbing.
there's only so much rubbing that one can handle. That's anyway, moving on.
And Pete just keeps going because he just doesn't know when to stop.
Moving on. You
Should I
see,
drop the
here you
soap?
go. How lovely for you. In all seriousness, Tarek, you're talking about this mess of like you know it's not going to happen. You know it's not going to happen. Well, I don't know that's not going to happen. As a matter of fact, I think it's entirely likely that's going to happen. I'm also going to go with Gunther to win. Why? Because not so much for all the reasons you just outlined, but it's more a matter of in the most first and forefront reasons in my mind are Cody does not need to be completely unbeatable. He never was, and he doesn't have to be. That's not his appeal. And number two, there is far more benefit to Gunther remaining strong because that is an extended feud waiting to happen whenever they want it. Cody Gunther is just like, okay, in case of emergency, break glass if we need like another 3 to 4 month feud and 3 or 4 months worth of TV and storylines and whatever have you. That is good to go. And in order to make that the most compelling feud you possibly can, you give Gunther the win here, give him the accolade that Cody doesn't have, give Cody something to chase, and then when you're out of like Rock Time and whatever else and Bloodline stuff, what 2.0, whatever you want to do with Cody and whatever Samoans of the week you want to have him fight. Whenever there's not a Samoan for Cody to fight, and that whole thing is run its course, or there's a dead lull in your programming schedule, it's Gunther time. Break glass. There you go. It all begins with a win at Crown Jewel for Gunther. I'm going for Gunther to win. Pete, the final pick is yours. Which way are you going?
You know what's crazy, my tag team partner? I walked in thinking that I would be the only one for Gunther here. But let me tell you something. We have an accord because how the fuck does Gunther not win this match? You both echoed it beautifully, and I will
If
give you
I will tell
Scholar's
you this, I'll tell you exactly how Gunther doesn't walk away with a win here. If they go for the most predictable surface level option here, or if this match actually does go on last and they want to send the crowd home happy with a Cody Rhodes win. So it's not unheard of. It's
no, no,
completely possible. It's just
oh
not the
no.
one I see that is the most likely or the best one in the long term.
And that's
To
what
be
I'm.
clear.
That's what 100. Don't worry, it's a tag team partner. Just beautifully said. But let me just say that it to me, it's like you said, Cody, he's not unbeatable. He's been beaten, and Gunther is our longest reigning Intercontinental Champion. He is our King of the Ring. He is dominant. And are you going to just throw that away? No, you're going to go, no, Cody, I am unbeatable and have Gunther win. Gunther, it would benefit him tremendously. Wouldn't hurt Cody. My, you know what I feel it would actually even do? I think it would help the feud with Kevin Owens. Because how does Kevin Owens not come in saying, I just beat a 14-time champion like it was nothing and you couldn't even beat, and it's no disregard to Gunther, but it's like you couldn't beat your guy, you couldn't get it done. I got my match done, you couldn't get it done. And it's more of the Kevin Owens just being like having the doubt for Cody and building that as a great feud. Like I said, I think, yeah, Cody could win this, but the fact of the matter is, I think that Bloodline is ending this night. And not to take away from the titles, but you got to think that Gunther's going to win and just have it be like, no, like recognize that I am the World Heavyweight Champion and I am no one to be messed with. Because, yeah, it's great that Roman Reigns was the champion for over 1,000 days. But let's bring, like Scholar Tarek said, let's bring relevance to the World Heavyweight Championship. And who is he bringing it relevance? But Gunther. Gunther is a must win for this match, I feel.
I just have to point out the only interesting aspect of the Bloodline storyline that I'm getting right now is whatever they're doing with Sami Zayn. I'll just throw that out there right now. At least that's the only thing
That's
I'm interested in.
that's honestly a very good point. We don't know what role Sami Zayn is going to have in this
Mhm.
match, if any.
Well,
Maybe
this match, no, but for the Bloodline, maybe
true enough.
So when is this event? Is it Saturday?
tomorrow.
Tomorrow, 1 p.m. our time.
Eastern Standard Time.
Yep, that's our. It'll
That
be
is
a
our
nice,
time.
refreshing afternoon of wrestling for us here in the States. But be that as it may, that is our predictions for WWE Crown Jewel 2024. And with that, we're also going to turn it back to you, our fellow fans. Who's going to walk away with a win at Crown Jewel? Well, how much smack talk can this show possibly handle? Which way is it all going to go? We want to hear from you. So drop us a line all across the internet, comments on this video, anywhere you can find us all across the internet. And of course, if you want to join in the conversation directly, you can also check us out on X, formerly known as Twitter. Join the conversation directly. And Tarek, where can he find you?
You can find me at the Avataric.
And Scholar Pete, my tag team partner, where can they find you?
Of course, you could always find me at Improv Pete on Twitter. And, just be checking out on the JP Connection coming at you live.
And you can also join the conversation with me at I'm Robbie Rage. And for all of these relevant social media links and much more, check the description box below for our link tree. That's linktree/Scholars of Wrestling. And with that, it's time to set our eyes onto Saudi Arabia to see which ties will be broken. What is going to happen next? Who's going to walk away with a big, shiny new belt that won't be defended for another 365 days? We're going to look all the way ahead to Crown Jewel. But you already knew that because you know who we are. We are the Scholars of Wrestling, and you have just been schooled. You're welcome.
You're welcome.
See you all at Crown Jewel.
Now, what's the point of that championship belt now?
No, no.